Have you ever felt like there's something about you, something powerful, but hidden just beneath the surface? What if I told you that some people are born with extraordinary spiritual gifts, abilities so unique they can change lives? The truth is, only a select few ever discover and fully embrace these powers. Could you be one of them? Most people miss the signs. They ignore their intuition, overlook synchronicities, or let fear hold them back. But you're here, and that's no coincidence. In this video, we'll uncover what these hidden powers are, why they're given only to the chosen, and how you can unlock yours. Stay with me, because what you'll learn today could change the way you see your purpose forever. There's something extraordinary about the gifts bestowed upon the chosen. These aren't mere talents or skills. They're sacred abilities imbued with purpose, designed to guide and uplift. Such gifts are subtle yet profound, often awakening during moments of introspection or challenges. Have you ever paused to wonder if there's more to you than meets the eye? That quiet tug, that sense of something greater, that's where your gifts begin to reveal themselves. Uncovering these gifts feels like stumbling upon buried treasure. They might appear as sharp intuition, an undeniable sense of empathy, or an ability to see what others cannot. But they don't come with a manual, do they? Instead, they emerge gradually, often leaving you questioning their meaning. What if those strange experiences you've brushed off were signs of something deeper? Isn't it time to pay closer attention? These abilities are not random. They're tailored uniquely to you, aligning with a purpose greater than yourself. They often reflect your inner world, your thoughts, emotions, and beliefs. Imagine someone gifted with an uncanny ability to comfort others during pain. That's not just empathy. It's a calling to heal. What gifts do you possess that could transform someone's life, even in small but impactful ways? But here's the catch. These gifts come with a price: awareness. You can't tap into them fully without understanding who you are. It's like holding a key without knowing which door it opens. This journey of discovery isn't just about finding the gift. It's about unlocking its potential. Reflect for a moment. What experiences in your life have felt like divine preparation? What lessons have shaped your path? Growth and discomfort often go hand in hand. At times, these abilities may feel overwhelming, even burdensome. But challenges are where true mastery begins. Picture a musician fine-tuning their craft. Your spiritual gifts require the same dedication. So, how can you cultivate them? The answer lies in trust. Trusting the process, trusting yourself, and trusting the divine plan working through you. As these gifts grow, they become tools for transformation. Not just for you, but for others. The chosen are not here to merely exist. They're here to elevate. Think of the great teachers and healers throughout history. Their impact rippled far beyond their time. What if your gift, no matter how small it seems, could do the same? What's stopping you from stepping into that role? And just as you begin to understand the depth of these powers, a new realization emerges. These gifts are not just privileges, they are responsibilities. They demand action, compassion, and courage. What does it mean to truly embrace this calling? The answer lies in understanding the weight and purpose of being chosen. To be chosen is to carry a responsibility far beyond the ordinary. It's not just about having unique abilities. It's about what you do with them. Imagine holding a powerful tool, one that can create, heal, or transform. The question is, will you use it wisely? Those who are chosen are entrusted with a mission that requires more than talent. It demands heart, discernment, and courage. Responsibility starts with understanding your role. It's not enough to recognize your gifts. You must ask, why me? What am I here to do? Often, the answer lies in the lives you're meant to touch. Think of the times when you've been a source of light for someone else. Was it just coincidence, or could it be your calling? Each moment of impact holds a clue to your greater purpose. But let's be real, being chosen isn't easy. It often feels like walking a tightrope, balancing your own needs with the expectations placed upon you. Some days, the weight of responsibility can feel overwhelming, like it's too much to bear. But here's the thing, the challenges you face are not there to break you, they're there to shape you. How can you grow into your role if you're never tested? Compassion lies at the heart of this responsibility. It's not about pity, it's about truly seeing others, understanding their struggles, and offering your strength. Think about the last time someone truly saw you and believed in your potential. That's what the chosen are called to do, to look beyond the surface and inspire growth. How might your gifts allow you to create that same impact? Wisdom is your compass on this journey. It's knowing when to act and when to step back. Not every situation calls for intervention, and not every challenge is yours to solve. True wisdom comes from listening, to yourself, to others, and to the divine guidance that's always present. Are you listening, or are you letting doubt drown out the whispers of truth? Of course, doubt will try to creep in. The chosen are not immune to fear or insecurity. You might wonder, am I enough? Can I really make a difference? But here's a secret. The very act of questioning shows that you care. And that care is what sets you apart. What if your doubts are not obstacles but invitations to rise higher? As you step deeper into this responsibility, you begin to see the bigger picture. This isn't just about personal growth, it's about aligning with a greater plan. What does it mean to truly live in harmony with your gifts and your mission? The answer unfolds as your gifts start to manifest in ways you never imagined. Your gifts don't arrive fully formed. They unfold like a story, one chapter at a time. Manifestation isn't about snapping your fingers and expecting miracles. It's about creating harmony between your actions and your purpose. Alignment begins when you stop fighting the flow of life and start working with it. Have you noticed how things feel easier when you're in sync? That's the power of alignment. The process of manifestation starts with clarity. You can't align with something you don't fully understand. What do you truly want to achieve with your gifts? It's not about superficial goals but deeper intentions that resonate with your soul. Take a moment to reflect. What is the one thing your heart keeps pulling you toward, even if it seems impossible? That's the starting point. Alignment is not a one-time event. It's an ongoing practice. It's about tuning yourself like an instrument, making small adjustments to stay in harmony with your path. This might mean saying no to distractions or stepping away from things that no longer serve you. Have you ever noticed how certain choices drain your energy while others light you up? That's your inner compass guiding you. As you align, synchronicities become more frequent. You might see repeating numbers, cross paths with the right people, or feel an inexplicable sense of timing. These moments are not random. They're signals from the universe confirming you're on the right track. Have you ever experienced something so perfectly timed it felt almost magical? That's alignment in action. But let's not overlook the challenges. Staying aligned requires patience and trust, especially when things don't go as planned. Manifestation doesn't always happen on your timeline, and that can be frustrating. However, every delay has a purpose. What if the waiting period is preparing you for something far greater than you imagined? Trusting the process is part of the journey. Manifestation isn't just about receiving, it's about becoming. As you grow, your gifts evolve, and their impact deepens. It's not just about what you gain, but who you become in the process. Imagine yourself a year from now, fully aligned and living your purpose. What would that version of you say to the person you are today? Would they thank you for staying the course? And just when you think you've mastered alignment, a deeper connection unfolds. This is where your gifts begin to bridge the gap between you and the divine, opening channels of guidance and inspiration. What does it feel like to communicate with something greater? Let's explore that next. The divine doesn't shout, it whispers. Its presence is woven into the fabric of your daily life, showing up in ways that are easy to miss if you're not paying attention. This connection isn't about dramatic miracles. It's about the subtle moments that leave you wondering if something greater is at play. Think about it. Have you ever felt a nudge, a pull toward a decision that changed everything? That's no coincidence. For many, this connection reveals itself as heightened intuition or inexplicable clarity. It's that gut feeling that turns out to be right, or the way you seem to know something before it happens. Others experience it through dreams, visions, or even physical sensations. A sudden warmth, a lightness, or a tingle that defies explanation. How do these moments show up in your life? Are you noticing them or brushing them off? Understanding this connection requires a willingness to listen, even when the messages seem unclear. The divine speaks in symbols, patterns, and synchronicities, often guiding us toward people or opportunities that shift our paths. Have you ever met someone at just the right time or stumbled upon advice you didn't know you needed? These are not accidents. They're the universe aligning itself in your favor. Stillness is key to strengthening this relationship. The busyness of life creates noise, and it's easy to miss the signals when you're caught up in distractions. Practices like meditation, journaling, or even a quiet walk in nature can help you tune in. Imagine what insights you might receive if you carved out time each day to connect. What answers are waiting for you in the silence? This relationship isn't one-sided. Just as the divine offers guidance, it also responds to your gratitude and intention. Acts of kindness, prayers, or even words of thanks carry energy that strengthens the bond. Think of it as a conversation. Every action you take is a message. What are you saying to the divine through your choices and actions today? And here's where the magic happens. As you deepen this connection, you start to feel a profound sense of alignment. Decisions become clearer, opportunities feel natural, and even challenges seem purposeful. It's as though an invisible hand is guiding you toward your highest good. Have you noticed moments where everything seemed to fall into place effortlessly? That's the divine at work. This connection, once cultivated, is transformative. It doesn't just change you. It touches everyone you encounter. Your ability to communicate with the divine amplifies your spiritual gifts, turning them into tools for collective healing and growth. How does this ripple out into the world? What role will you play in shaping the bigger picture? Let's explore that next. Your gifts aren't just for you. They're threads in the larger tapestry of humanity. Every action, word, and choice you make ripples outward, touching lives in ways you may never fully realize. Think of a single candle in a dark room. Its flame not only lights the space but also inspires others to light their own. How might your unique abilities serve as a beacon for those around you? The beauty of spiritual gifts lies in their ability to bridge gaps. They connect individuals, foster understanding, and inspire transformation. Imagine someone struggling in silence, then encountering your words or actions and finding hope again. That's the unseen power of impact. Have you ever been on the receiving end of such a moment? Now, think about how you can create that for someone else. Impact doesn't have to be grand to be meaningful. Sometimes, it's in the simplest gestures, offering a listening ear, sharing a kind word, or extending compassion when it's needed most. These moments create ripples that spread further than you can see. What if the small, seemingly insignificant things you do every day are shaping lives in profound ways? Are you aware of your potential to influence? But with impact comes responsibility. Your actions carry weight, especially as someone gifted with spiritual abilities. People will look to you for guidance, and how you respond can set the tone for their growth. This doesn't mean you have to be perfect. Far from it. It means being intentional, acting from a place of authenticity and care. How can you lead by example, even in the smallest of ways? Here's the twist. As much as your gifts benefit others, they also transform you. Each time you use your abilities to uplift someone, you align more deeply with your purpose. It's a cycle of giving and receiving, where the energy you put into the world returns to you in unexpected forms. Have you ever felt a sense of fulfillment after helping someone? That's the universe rewarding your contribution. Your collective impact grows stronger when combined with others. Like puzzle pieces, each person's gifts fit together to create something greater than the sum of its parts. This is why collaboration and community are so vital. What could you accomplish if you join forces with others who share your vision? The possibilities are limitless, aren't they? And just when you think you've reached your limit, your impact begins to evolve. It's no longer about individual actions, but the legacy you leave behind, a lasting influence that shapes the future. How do your choices today set the foundation for what's to come? Let's explore this idea of legacy next. Have you ever noticed patterns in your life that seem too precise to be coincidences? Repeating numbers, recurring events, or even perfectly timed encounters. All of these are signs the universe uses to communicate. Numbers, in particular, carry profound spiritual messages. Seeing sequences like 1111, 222, or 333 often signals alignment, guidance, or reassurance. What patterns have appeared in your life recently, and have you taken a moment to decode their meaning? Numbers act as cosmic breadcrumbs, leading you closer to your purpose. For instance, ones often symbolize new beginnings, while sevens point towards spiritual growth. Each sequence carries its own vibration, aligning with specific phases of your journey. Imagine noticing 555 right before a major life change. It's the universe's way of saying transformation is near. Are you paying attention to these subtle nudges? But it's not just about seeing numbers. It's about interpreting them. Numbers often reflect what's happening within you. Your thoughts, emotions, and energy. For example, repeated 8s might signify abundance on the horizon, but they could also prompt you to reflect on how you're managing resources. The key is to pause and ask, what message is this trying to convey? How often do you take the time to reflect on these moments? Synchronicities don't stop at numbers. They show up in people you meet, places you visit, or even books you stumble upon. These experiences often align perfectly with your needs at the time, offering guidance or reassurance. Think back. Has there been a moment when life seemed to orchestrate something just for you? These instances are more than coincidences. They're confirmation of alignment. Timing is everything when it comes to spiritual insight. Gifts and guidance don't appear all at once. They unfold gradually, revealing themselves when you're ready. This divine timing can be both frustrating and comforting. It reminds us that growth is a process, not a race. Have you ever felt that something came into your life at just the right moment? What if patience is part of the plan? Observing these patterns strengthens your connection to the divine. Each time you notice a synchronicity, you're reminded that you're not walking this path alone. This awareness deepens your trust in the journey, giving you the courage to move forward. The next time you see a repeating number or experience an uncanny coincidence, ask yourself, what guidance am I being offered right now? As you embrace these insights, they start to build a bigger picture, a map of your spiritual evolution. Numbers and synchronicities act as signposts, showing where you've been and where you're headed. What do these signs say about your current path? Let's dive deeper into how they contribute to the legacy you're creating. Your spiritual gifts are more than just abilities. They're clues to your greater purpose. Finding your true calling often feels like piecing together a puzzle, with every life experience adding another fragment. Sometimes, your calling isn't revealed through clarity but through contrast. Think about the moments that felt misaligned. Could they have been guiding you toward what truly resonates? Every setback may have been setting you up. Your passions often serve as signposts, pointing to the unique role you're meant to play. What activities leave you feeling energized, fulfilled, or connected to something larger than yourself? Pay attention to those moments. Your calling is usually hidden in the things you love but have been told are impractical or unimportant. What if those very passions are the key to your purpose? The journey to discover your calling isn't always straightforward. There will be detours, doubts, and distractions. But the beauty lies in the exploration. Each step you take, even when uncertain, brings you closer to uncovering the truth. Have you ever felt that tug in your heart, urging you to take a leap? That feeling is your soul recognizing the path it's meant to walk. It's also worth noting that your calling might not look like what you expect. Sometimes, it's not about what you do but about who you become. Think of the people who inspire you most. They don't just excel in their roles. They embody their purpose. What qualities or values do you feel drawn to cultivate? Those are the seeds of your destiny, waiting to bloom. Doubt is a natural part of this journey. It's easy to wonder, am I on the right path? But here's the thing. Doubt is a sign you're stepping out of your comfort zone and into something bigger. Instead of seeing it as a roadblock, view it as a companion that encourages reflection and growth. How might doubt be helping you refine your vision and direction? The process of discovering your calling also requires patience. Purpose doesn't arrive all at once. It reveals itself in layers, often through unexpected experiences or connections. Trust that even the most ordinary moments are contributing to your journey. Have you ever looked back and realized how a seemingly small choice led to something profound? That's the magic of alignment unfolding over time. And just when you think you've found your calling, it deepens. New opportunities, challenges, and revelations will push you further into alignment with your true self. This isn't a destination. It's a lifelong unfolding. How do you navigate this continuous evolution without being overwhelmed? Let's explore that in the next step of our journey. Resistance often shows up the moment you decide to step into your purpose. It's that nagging voice that questions your worth or ability, whispering doubts that make you hesitate. But here's the truth. Resistance isn't there to stop you. It's there to strengthen you. Think of it as a test, ensuring you're ready for the next level. What would happen if you stopped fearing resistance and started embracing it? Doubt is one of resistance's sharpest tools. It makes you second-guess your instincts, your decisions, even your gifts. But doubt isn't inherently bad. It's a signal that you're stepping into unfamiliar territory. Have you noticed that the most profound moments of growth often follow the greatest uncertainty? That's because doubt is a companion to transformation. What if, instead of avoiding it, you leaned into it? External resistance can be just as challenging. Family, friends, or society may question your path, creating obstacles that make you wonder if it's worth it. But remember, their doubts often stem from their own fears, not yours. How many times have you let someone else's opinion hold you back? What if you decided to trust yourself instead, even when others don't understand? Fear is another form resistance takes, and it can feel overwhelming. But fear is often a sign that you're on the verge of something important. Imagine standing at the edge of a cliff, afraid to jump, only to realize you've had wings all along. What if your fear isn't a warning to stop, but an invitation to rise? How would your perspective shift if you saw fear as a guide instead of an enemy? One way to navigate resistance is by grounding yourself in small, intentional actions. When doubt or fear creeps in, focus on what you can do in this moment. Even the tiniest step forward can create momentum. For example, if you feel stuck, try journaling your thoughts, meditating for clarity, or reaching out to a trusted mentor. What's one small action you can take today to reclaim your power? Another tool for overcoming resistance is perspective. Instead of viewing challenges as barriers, see them as stepping stones. Every time you push through resistance, you gain strength, clarity, and resilience. Think back to a time when you overcame something you thought was impossible. How did that experience shape who you are now? What might you discover by pushing through your current challenges? Resistance isn't something you conquer once and for all. It evolves as you do. Each new level of growth brings its own set of challenges, but it also brings greater rewards. What if resistance is a sign that you're exactly where you need to be? As you learn to navigate it, you unlock not just your gifts but your legacy. Let's explore how those gifts create lasting impact next. Legacy isn't about what you accomplish in your lifetime. It's about the mark you leave on others. Your spiritual gifts are not just for personal growth. They're tools for creating a lasting impact. Imagine planting seeds in a garden you may never see fully bloom. Every action, every word, and every choice you make contributes to this greater vision. What kind of legacy are you building with your gifts today? Your legacy begins with the people closest to you. Think about the relationships you nurture, the encouragement you give, and the examples you set. These small, everyday interactions ripple outward in ways you might never realize. Have you ever been inspired by someone who didn't even know they were making a difference? That's the quiet power of legacy in action. How might your actions inspire others now? But legacy doesn't stop with individuals. It extends to communities. When you use your gifts to uplift others, you contribute to a collective ripple effect. Imagine guiding someone who then inspires their own circle, creating a chain reaction of growth and transformation. What if your role is to ignite that first spark? How many lives could you touch simply by embracing your purpose? True legacy requires courage. It's not always easy to live authentically, especially when it means challenging societal norms or facing resistance. But the impact of your authenticity is immeasurable. Think of the people throughout history who dared to step into their truth, even when it was unpopular. How might your own courage pave the way for others to do the same? Legacy isn't just about what you do. It's about who you empower others to become. Your spiritual gifts have the power to awaken something profound in those you encounter. Imagine someone discovering their own purpose because of a single conversation with you. What if your greatest legacy isn't a tangible achievement, but the transformation you inspire in others? As you build your legacy, remember that it's a living process. Every choice you make today shapes the impact you'll leave tomorrow. It's not about perfection. It's about intention. What values and principles do you want to embody? How can you align your daily actions with the vision you hold for the future? These questions are the foundation of a meaningful legacy. And here's the beautiful truth. Legacy doesn't end with you. The seeds you plant now will continue to grow long after you're gone, shaping the world for generations to come. What kind of world do you want to leave behind? The answer lies in how you choose to use your gifts now. Let's bring all of these insights together and step fully into the power of your spiritual journey. Your spiritual gifts are more than just abilities. They're your compass, your tools, and your connection to something far greater. Now that you've uncovered their power, the question is, how will you use them? Will you step into your role as one of the chosen, or let doubt and fear keep you from your potential? The choice is yours, and it starts today. Think about everything you've learned here. The signs, the alignment, the impact you're meant to create. What's the first step you can take to embrace your gifts fully? Share your thoughts in the comments. I'd love to hear what resonated most with you, or what questions you still have about this journey. Let's keep the conversation going. If this video sparked new ideas or opened your mind to something deeper, don't stop here. There's so much more to explore, and every step you take brings you closer to your purpose. Share this with someone you know who's also on their path. They might need this as much as you did. And don't forget to hit like and subscribe to stay connected as we dive even deeper into unlocking these extraordinary gifts. And here's something special. If this spoke to you, I've prepared another video that builds on these ideas. It's the next step in your journey, and I know it'll bring you even more clarity. Click here to watch it. It could be the breakthrough you've been waiting for. Let's keep walking this path together. Your transformation is just beginning.